building trust, like through leadership. Um, so yeah, so um, well, it's not really part of the deal. I'm just cleaning and stuff. But this is other things I got or I'm going to be using today for my prep here. Um, I got toner from the dollar store. I got this cleaning pad, right? My skin gets I already washed my face, but my skin gets very I don't know. I think the glasses I wear gives it a stain, some sort of stain on my nose right here, which I have to get off. But I don't know what kind of dirt's in my pore, so I'm just doing that. But yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about leadership real quick, right? There's the concept I want to bring about with leadership is trust, right? Um, so as a leader, you want to trust the people under you, right? So if you can't trust the people under you, there's no point in being a leader. You know what I mean? There's no point in being the head of something. There's no point in being a boss. There's no point in owning a business. There's no point in having a family if you can't develop that trust, right? Because that trust means that you're developing other people to hold responsibility and weight in a way where it gives them the role that you need them to do, right? Whether it be a role to handle certain things in the business or a role that allows you to free up your time to do something else that's meaningful to your organization, to your family, to your business. You know what I mean? So if you can't develop that trust, then you're not a leader, right? And then that trust and time is very important. It's important to you and it's important to them, right? So that's the concept I want to lay out, right? And the reason why I say all this stuff is because if you think about trust in that way, then you automatically gonna build the success that you need to build, um, in yourself as a leader and in yourself as an organization. And what is the byproduct of all of that, right? If it's money, then you're gonna generate that money. If it's, loyalty, you're gonna generate that loyalty. If it's, um, you know, that vision that you want to drive for, that vision is gonna be conceived, right? So, in a leader, you need to develop in yourself the trust the people that you assign to do a task or that you assign a role to, right? Because without that trust, then you're not a leader, right? Because you're always gonna have to micromanage every situation, right? So what's a leader, right? And then let's go ahead and talk about the person that you're entrusted to take on a role of responsibility, right? What do you trust them to do? You trust them to perform that act or that role or that responsibility in a timely manner, right? What's your window frame, right? You know what I mean? If you don't give them the proper training, well, you can't trust the person. Okay, cool. Give them the proper training, right? Now, like once they can do all that stuff, right? Like they have to develop those skill sets, right? How long will you give them to develop the training in a timely manner that you need them to do it in? Well, you have to give them those expectations, right? And once you give them those expectations, you can't change those expectations because no one's gonna be retaught the same thing with a new expectation, right? Unless you give them time for them to learn it, right? That's you know that's the overall leadership, right? So then that person has to do a time frame that's susceptible or that's acceptable to you, right? And then so on and so forth. They can lead the next generation or the next group of people. So very important, right? Develop trust. Trust yourself to trust other people, right? That's a sign of a leadership. Right? There's many categories and subcategories of things, but that's just what I want to touch base on. The importance of time and trust. Trust and time. They go together, right? Because without trust, you're not a leader, without entrusting someone to do the task, right? And to do in this time because if you think about it right, you don't trust anyone if they don't follow through, with a certain deadline, right? Because time is very important, right? Like, oh, you entrusted me to do something, but you never expect a time frame, right? So hey, I'm gonna get to it whenever I get to it. Therefore, right, you're the one, the leader that's entrusted to someone to take on the responsibility. I'm still gonna do it, but I never got to it. Well, okay, well, you know what I mean? You never give them a time frame. So therefore, you know what I mean? You can't switch around on the time frame, right? Because the speed's a thing, but you gotta give them the speed time frame. If the speed's not your thing, then no, don't give them speed time frame, right? But don't give them unreasonable speed time frame either. You know what I mean? Like, and then always have to micromanage every situation. You know what I mean? That's my 2 cents, man, on that. And I did it all in one example, which is the pads. Now I'm gonna put on my Dr. Skin tallow, beef tallow here, or whip tallow. Like I said, it doesn't smell like cow. It smells so nice, like a light scent of eucalyptus oil or fragrance. Right. I put on my hand first because my hand gets super dry, and I do a little dab, and then I put it around my face, around the areas that get super dry from my glasses because my glasses magnify the sun to where I get dry skin. And then I use this, right? It has a lot of different oil. One of it's castor oil, but it does break down like skin issues. So this one beard, if you want nice grown beard, this one has a light lemony scent, right? I thought